Have you ever opened your eyes at 3 a.m. and felt your body go stiff before you even moved? The room is dark, the sheets are warm, and everything around you is quiet. But your chest feels a little tight, your jaw is set, and your mind starts checking for problems like it just got bad news. You know you're in bed. You know nothing is happening, but your body is acting like it needs to stay on watch. And that can make a few minutes feel like an hour. A lot of people blame overthinking or bad sleep. Sometimes that's part of it, but a lot of the time your body is still running a stress signal. And that's where cortisol comes in. Cortisol is not a problem by itself. It helps you wake up, move, and respond when something needs your attention. The issue starts when that stress signal keeps running after the moment has passed. So your heart stays a little fast, your muscles stay braced, and sleep starts to feel far away. By the end of this, you'll know why this happens, what cortisol is doing, and how to turn it down with simple, body-based tools that actually work. Save this video so you can come back to these steps later. Look, cortisol has a simple job. It gets your body ready when something feels wrong or urgent. That can be a real danger, but it can also be a hard email, an awkward text, a packed day, or weeks of bad sleep. Your body doesn't always sort those things neatly. It often just reacts. When cortisol rises, your body starts to prepare for action. Your heart can beat faster. Your breath can get short and high in your chest. The muscles in your neck, face, and shoulders can tighten without you noticing. Blood sugar shifts so you have fuel. Your stomach may feel off because your body is paying less attention to rest and digestion and more attention to getting through the moment. The hard part is that daily stress rarely comes in one short burst. It comes from work, bills, bright screens at night, poor sleep, too much sitting, noise, rushing, and always feeling one step behind. So your body doesn't get a clean stop. It stays a little braced, like you're waiting for the next thing. You feel this in small ways first. Your jaw stays tight when no one is talking to you. Your shoulders creep up toward your ears. Your chest feels full, but your breath still feels shallow. Your stomach feels strange for no clear reason. You wake up early, and before your feet hit the floor, your mind starts checking the day for threats. That pattern is not random. It's your body carrying stress overnight. And this matters. Stress is not just in your head. You can know you're safe and still feel your pulse jump, your hands feel restless, or your body stays tense under the blankets. You can tell yourself to relax, but if your breath stays short and your muscles don't let go, your body is still acting like it needs to protect you. That's why lying still in bed can feel so uncomfortable. Your body is loaded with tension and extra energy. So the mind starts searching for a reason. It scans your day, your money, your messages, your mistakes, anything that might explain why your body feels this way. A lot of normal habits add to this. A rushed morning coffee with no food, skipping meals, sitting all day, and bright light at night can all keep the stress signal going. Cortisol itself is not bad. You need it in the morning and in real danger. The problem starts when it shows up too often and stays too long, because then your body never gets a full signal that the hard part is over. Once you see stress as a body pattern, the fix gets much simpler. You stop trying to talk yourself out of a physical state, and you start giving your body a clear sign that it's safe. If this makes sense to you, let me know in the comments. Look, this is what happens at 3 a.m. for a lot of people. You wake up, stare at the ceiling, and try to reason your way back to sleep. You tell yourself you're safe. Tomorrow can wait, and this is not a big deal. But your body doesn't take that in right away. It still feels the tight chest, the hard swallow, the clenched stomach, and the sense that something needs attention now. The pattern is pretty simple. First, your body gets alert. Then, your brain starts looking for a reason. It grabs onto work, money, that awkward talk from earlier, or tomorrow's list. Then those thoughts push more tension back into the body, and the cycle keeps feeding itself. This is why small problems can feel huge in the middle of the night. Your body is already tense, so your mind reads everything through that stress. A message you could handle at noon suddenly feels loaded. A normal task can feel like proof you're falling behind. By morning, you're not just low on sleep. You also feel shaken, and that can follow you into the whole day. When stress keeps running, your attention gets pulled in 10 directions at once. You try to rest, but part of you is listening. You try to think clearly, but your mind keeps circling back to the same few worries. Even basic choices can feel heavy because your body is spending so much energy staying ready. So when people say, just relax, that usually doesn't help. The body moves first. Your chest tightens, your jaw locks, your breath gets small, and then your mind joins in after that. If you try to force calm with thoughts alone, you're using words against a body that still thinks it has a job to do. A better move is to send your body a clear, physical sign that it's safe right now. Breathing works fast because it changes the pace inside your body. Small movement helps too, because it gives that stress energy somewhere to go. And timing matters. If you catch stress when it's still small, it's much easier to bring it down than after 20 minutes of looping. One of the best tools for this takes less than a minute, and you can use it almost anywhere. The first physical reset is the physiological sigh. The name sounds technical, but the tool is simple. Breathe in through your nose, then take one more short sip of air on top of that. Then let out one long, slow breath through your mouth. That's one round. This works because it gives your body a direct sign to slow down. The long exhale helps release some of the pressure in your chest, and it tells your system that it can stop pushing so hard for a second. You don't need to fix your whole life first. You use the breath, and your body starts to ease up. This is a great tool when you're lying awake at 3 a.m., when your chest feels tight before a hard call, or right after a tense moment when your body still feels jumpy. Use it early when you first notice the stress rise. That's the sweet spot, because it's easier to lower stress when it's building than when it's already taken over the whole moment. Most people stop too soon. They do one round, feel a little shift, then quit because they don't feel fully calm. Do a few rounds, keep the exhale slow, let your shoulders drop, unclench your jaw, feel your ribs soften as the air leaves. You're not trying to perform the breath. You're trying to show your body that it can stand down. After that, add a little movement. Not a workout, just enough to help your body finish what stress started. Walk for a few minutes, even if it's just around the room. Stretch your back if you've been hunched over all day. Shake out your hands if they feel keyed up. Roll your shoulders if your neck feels packed with tension. When stress prepares the body to act, a little movement helps complete that signal instead of letting it sit in your muscles. Now let's make this practical. Pick one tool for the moment stress hits, one tool for built-up tension, and one habit that lowers stress in the background. Your moment tool can be the physiological sigh. Your tension tool can be a short walk. Your daily habit can be morning light or eating before too much caffeine. Keep it simple. You need a plan you can still use on a messy day, not a perfect routine that falls apart when life gets busy. If you've been blaming yourself for feeling stressed, stop there. Cortisol is not proof that you're weak. It means your body is trying to protect you, but the signal is showing up too often or hanging around too long. When you calm the body first, the mind usually settles faster too. Sleep comes more easily because your chest is not fighting the bed. Focus comes back because your brain is not spending all day scanning for trouble. Your mood gets more steady because your system is not stuck in defense mode from the minute you wake up. Try this tonight. If you wake up and feel that tight chest, hard jaw, or rush of thoughts, don't start arguing with your mind. Do 3 rounds of the physiological sigh. Then tomorrow morning, get some light and eat something before too much caffeine. Let me know in the comments when your stress usually hits, because that pattern often shows you where the loop begins.